this is so not the place for it. I'm like telling intense like stories that require focus, you know? Yeah. And the hard part was if I'm taken out of the story by someone, it takes everyone out of the story. And I had to, on 2 different occasions, not kick anybody out because I allowed security to do that. But I actually had to specifically tell people in the theater to stop what they're doing, really for the benefit of the whole crew. And it's really hard to get back into flow when you do that because you sort of feel like your eyes overreact. I'm sort of up here with myself. You know, they paid to be here. That was hard. But then conversely, like there have been audiences that were like Chicago was one that was really good, and that was actually the most intimidating of all of them because it was the biggest theater of the whole one. There was like I think 2,900 people there.
Wow.
I mean, it's sellout. No, sellout would have been 3,100.
Still.
The way they did it is like so the entire lower level was sold out, and then upper level it was like. To be honest, it pretty much was sold out. It wasn't, but it was like you wouldn't look at it and say, "Everyone's here." You'd be like, "Wow, this is full." Maybe like but from my perspective, when I was out there, it was like, "Holy shit!" This is the other thing. 1,300 people, 1,500 people. It's so hot. Chicago here is huge, wide theater, and the ground floor is like 2,000 people alone, and it's just like a sea of people, and the lighting is such there's not a good way to like black out the crowd, and so you're really kind of seeing the whole crowd. They were like so for Chicago. I had been told before on stage, like by the people that work there, they're like, hey, but just keep in mind, you know, this is really early stage. We won't go through that stuff. It's no problem. And so I drink all the stuff, tea, honey, and I'm nervously walking on stage. All over the stage. And I'm looking over at the side and like they can't come out and clean it because it's just started. It's all like melted down, and I sort of made a joke out of it, and I began sopping it up because I had a sleeping bag that was on a set prop, and I began the show like as if I wasn't really doing this. I was like cleaning tea and so guys, and it was fun, and they were like laughing at it, and so like sopping it up a little bit. It's a great show, but. Man, yeah, I would say that in terms of, I've done, I guess a total of 16 live shows where like, I would say that the set list was basically the same, the way that dictate that how good of a job that I'm doing this is, so change the edges, that's sort of what makes the story apart.
Are you gonna fly in the flannel?
Fly in the flannel?
Or like, when you leave here, are you gonna change into civilian clothes?
I'll change to civilian clothes.
So
Yes.
when the first time you grab
Oh man. Well, the thing is, I'm not in uniform. I am totally unrecognizable. You know.
like in you.
But in uniform, it happens.
So
Yeah.
what about the first time there?
Ironically,
Mine was happy.
oh really?
By the toilet.
Nice. That's pretty good. Thanks, dude. Nice. Yeah, that's a picture.
You won the one.
I was in Pennsylvania. I was living at the time, and this is like TikTok days. This is like the height of my TikTok early days. And people were not really sort of like going out. I was looking at the seating area, masking on the whole thing. Yeah, COVID. And I worked this like little restaurant in Town, and not an ounce of like it never has crossed my mind. And I'm sitting at the edge of like the seating area that's outside up against the fence, and all sidewalks. I'm just sitting there talking, and some dude stuff. I'm thinking, this is what I'm doing.
Not see this darkness.
And at first I was like, oh my god. You follow my like, oh. And that was the first time where it was like, oh, that's right. Like, there are more people and views and all that stuff. Now it's like, I don't think it happens a ton, but when I'm in uniform, I would say it's relatively common, but not a lot. It's like niche, you know, like, oh,
It is.
yo, Mr. Ballin, you know. Like I was in the airport waiting at the casino, the airport, the hotel, and I'm waiting to get picked up to come over here, and someone walked in, I had my head down in regalia, you know, and someone was like, dude, that was like Mr. Ballin. And I heard it, and I turned around and looked at him, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, yeah. It's
Mouthy of
What makes your channel so good is it's also that's the line. By the show.
Rob Betty and Randy's the awesome team, and Evan Allen, my sister, chief creative at Bob, and huge influence on these folks. So what is having a story really?
And what is it?
Yeah, well, so the reason we went with Silver's Unlocked, I think the reason we went with graphic novel versus like trying to do some, you know, just some text on the book is, you know, I started as a visual thing. Like it was TikTok and then it was YouTube, and even though it's always been straight to camera, green screen, and like some pictures, it's not like a huge production. It's always been you're sort of looking at something, you're telling a story, and you're also being given glimpses of the story through imagery. It's simple, but it's visual. And as much as it's theater of the mind, it's just there's always been a visual component to it. And we were thinking about how to feel like Mr. Bond. We came up with graphic novel first, tested it out a little bit, put out some comics, like little clips of it, like in our Discord and Reddit. People weren't like, this is great. It's great. It's great. It's alright. And I was like, you know what? One of the things that we can do with graphic novel, it's visual as well, it's like they would make it even more is they're used to me, flannel and backwards, literally in their purview, in their view, telling the story. And we were like, why don't we add a little avatar of Mr. Ballin's face in the book? Just like periodically remind them, like your narrator is here. Like the text is meant to be my voice, but like the little bubble with the different verbiage or animations, it's designed to like remind them that like, this is the visual representation of where it all began. And I think it translates well. I think people get the vibe. It was much more positive remarks as soon as we added a little avatar.
New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, no, very, very successful. But and I think that comes to there's power in the storytelling themselves. You don't with your internal narration. And I hope I come through with your internal narration that you lose like the person controlling the story, which is definitely so I think you do is that you have to blow out. Terrible thing with the marketing companies. What are they capable of?
So we heard a lot of Darktide recently on this. What do you think?
Nose looking. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the blind one.
There's no animations.
So see that but I think that like this book sort of begins to examine stories and how people demonstrate that they feel about stuff. So and I think there's some artists that it's not included in this book. It's definitely it's stuck. It's like there are some ungodly number of serial killers. information, and it was cool to get into some stuff that I've never talked about. Military stuff. I feel like you were a good
Thanks, Sean. Thank you for streaming the show and your channel. And tonight you have two favorite movies.
That's the color. That's awesome, dude. Thanks, Bob.
That was Mr. Baldwin. John is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in this business. I instantly became one of my favorite. Now, there's not much to break down here, but a couple of things. The Argentine cop story is real, so that's his name was Corporal Lisa Check, and the case files out of the Harper from March 2006 read all this exactly the way John tells it. The disassembled gun on the road sign is in there. He turned up 18 hours later on trial after that raid. People have spent whole years trying to break that story out of nowhere. It's a great case. Now, after Buddy left the SEAL team to fight ISIS, that's real. And the rest is on video. The charity posted on their own site. One detail trick, footage shows the team leader carrying a board on the effort to recover. That's exactly what the Ted Bundy story, the John Clyde case. There's no interview with Bundy since the story lives in the University archive filled with characters. It's a campfire story about a campfire killer. Of course it is. Military stories. The flower version of John's record is out. It's been an hour of a conversation. On camera. Took a break. John's book is the terror plan. One of the stories in it. The thing I mentioned is that I covered those 9 dead Russian fighters that started Johnson. It's the hour passes. And I break down how I think it happened. It's pretty interesting. And if you like the Johnny case, my past Grid episode is another abduction story that the police read. Until next time, be safe. Be kind. Another year.
Enemy missile!
Happy Friday and welcome to the Wang Show. We've got a great show lined up for you guys today. I have been alone